I'm Caroline Passos from the website pipocagigante.com.br and viciadaemsérie.com. Your Majesty.
Oh, thank you.
And my first question is for Lana. I want to know what can we expect of the relationship between Emma and Regina, because Emma saved Regina.
What we saw in the last few episodes is Regina was really trying to keep Emma on the right path and not to sort of cross over to the dark side. But as it is, she has, and now she is the dark one. The 5th season, I think, is going to be, I mean, I have no idea really, but I'm just going to make something up. I think that everyone's going to try to save Emma. Playing the evil queen and playing this iconic character is such an amazing gift, and created this character on my own, and I really wanted to have my own take on who this woman was, and I didn't necessarily connect her to the iconic evil queen.
I think most actors will tell you playing a villain is much more fun. But obviously, with a famous character, I just decided I wasn't going to play the icon. I was just going to play the dad, the father, the leader, the lover, and just let the writing dictate how this Robin Hood should be.
I'm just going to go with the great writing and put my own green English hot sauce on it. I don't want to play anybody else. I just want to be the Wicked Witch.
How was it to work with Elizabeth Mitchell?
I worked with Elizabeth Mitchell on Lost. I was single, living in Hawaii, and lonely, and she became my salvation. And when I needed a hug, I'd go and knock on her trailer door, and she would share chocolate with me and give me a hug and a cup of tea, and she sort of became like my big sister. My favorite Disney cartoon was The Little Mermaid, because I thought I looked just like her.
So my favorite Disney movie growing up was Dumbo.
Aww.
I watched that film with my dad all the time, and we would sing the songs together. And so it's a very nostalgic film for me. And plus Dumbo, when he was just so cute with those ears. And my favorite scene was when his mother was giving him a bath.
My favorite Disney movie growing up was probably The Jungle Book. And I always really liked Baloo the bear, because he just seemed like he'd give good cuddles.
I'm very fortunate to play the evil queen, and I love her, and I wouldn't want to play any other role in the show. But if I had to choose a character that hasn't been on the show, I would want to be a man, and I would want to be Indiana Jones.
What about the lion from The Lion King?
Disney owns the Star Wars franchise, and they own the Marvel franchise. Who doesn't want to be a Jedi?
I think that Regina and Emma have a sort of chemistry, and when you watch them on the show, they have a tension. That's how it started. There was a hatred for one another, and they wanted to kill one another, and that sometimes turns people on. But then they became almost family and looking after one another, and they're two mothers with the same child. So there's that too. So there's a lot that relationship or that ship. A lot of people can relate to. I support all of them. I really do. I support the Outlaw Queen. I support Swan Queen. I support Wicked Queen.
Wicked Queen. Yeah, baby.
It's a huge victory. Woo! Yes, congratulations to the LGBT community. I couldn't be happier for the community in itself, but also for all the LGBTs that are very close and dear to me in my life, relatives of mine, best friends who are gay and lesbian. I'm just so happy.
Like everybody else that's a person of the 21st century, I'm just like, why did it just take so damn long? But this has been a good couple of months. I was extremely proud that Ireland recently became the first country to do it. I mean, I know that there are other countries where it's legal to be, but they voted for it. The people spoke, and they went, "It's time to move forward. Let's let everyone who wants to love somebody, let them do that."
And I found CNN, and I was like, "Oh my, what?" And am I reading that right? Like, I'm like, nationwide, which country? America. Oh my God! And then, like, you know, the next story was just awful stuff, like bombings in Kuwait, beheading in Paris, and I'm like, there's so much shit going on in the world right now. Like, you've got to hold on to these moments that are precious, that we're going to remember when we're in the next generation, and our children won't believe that this was something that wasn't even possible.
It is not our right to determine who gets to love who and who gets to be with who.
Don't make the wrong choice.
I was recently talking to an actor who worked with, specifically about Heath Ledger, who was working with a coach who had worked with Heath Ledger. And I think the myth that has gone about him was that he immersed himself so much as the Joker that he was very unhappy and he took a drugs overdose intentionally. This person said that that was not the case. He was very happy. He was enjoying the film. The combination of the drugs that he took caused his death. This is somebody else's opinion, but it made me happy to hear it because I loved him like most of the fans in the world. And it was a great loss for everybody when he passed away. But this person said that he was pretty happy and he was enjoying his life, and it was just a very, very tragic accident.
I love meeting the fans. It was such a beautiful welcoming. I was like, oh my God.
This show is really, really popular in Brazil, so I love the fact that these fans are just going nuts because it makes everything really, really worthwhile.
It's been a lifelong dream of mine to come to Brazil. I've always loved Brazilian culture. I've loved everything that I ever thought I knew about Brazil. I was just like, Brazil is cool. It's just fun, sexy, and cool. You know, just seeing like the 100 people outside Lana's hotel, I was like, oh my God, she's like Madonna. It's just this army of fans, and it's a really powerful thing, and I think all of us feel really, really blessed that we get to do this and that you guys are so kind and so sweet. So thank you. Thank you very much.
They want me to say the famous line.
Wait, where's my camera?
Wait.
Wait.
Are you ready?
We're rolling. Okay.
I shall destroy your happiness if it is the last thing I do.
Yeah!
Obrigada, obrigado, y obrigada. Obrigada.
Obrigada!
Sí, yo sé. No, I understand. Es como feminine y masculine. No entiendo.